Hello and welcome to the FileMaker 13 learning series. In this video, we will be discussing about the new FileMaker object, which is the slide controls. So let me introduce myself. I am Sagar Prasad Behera and I am a FileMaker developer in Mindfire solutions. You can connect me via Facebook, LinkedIn or Twitter. You can contact me. Here is my email ID and my Skype ID. So the topics we'll be covering is what is a slide control, why should we use slide control, then creating a new slide control, scripting with the slide control, and how a slide control is different from the tab control. So the first topic, the slide control. What is a slide control? For the users who have used FileMaker before, a slide control is very much similar to the tab control panel. For the new users, a slide control is a layout object which helps in using the layout space in a very efficient manner. So we'll see how that happens. So why should we use slide control? So suppose we are designing an application in which we have to design a shopping portal here like this, and we have only this much of space for the product description. So in this part we'll be adding the details like the product name, cost, the distributor details and all. So only this much of space is left for the image. If we add a normal image here, then only one image will take all the space and we don't want that. So in this case, if we want more than one image, then we can use the slide control. So here we can see three dots are there, which means I have three panels in this slide control, and I have used the slide control so that I can show the user more than one image, and you can see how we can view the other images. So how should we add this in our layout? See that in creating a new slide control, I'll move to the layout mode, edit layout. For Windows, we need to click on the down arrow key, and then we need to choose slide control. In Mac, we need to hold the left click, and below the tab control we'll get this slide control. Choose slide control. We can drag a rectangle of the size that we want. The default number of panels coming will be 3, and we can decrease or add more panels using this minus and plus. So I'll keep it to 3. In slide control, if we use it in a FileMaker code in iOS, then we can navigate between the panels set by swiping in the screen. So this checkbox controls the swiping gesture, and if we uncheck this, then the user won't be able to swipe to change the panel. So I'll keep it checked. This checkbox controls the visibility of this navigation dots. So if I uncheck this, then we can see the dots are gone. I'll keep it checked. And this box controls the size of this dot. So if I increase the size increases. If I decrease it, the size decreases. Also, if we uncheck this and the dots are not there, so in the layout mode we can navigate between the panels by clicking on this button. So you can see the number here changing. I'll add this. The designing of this slide control. So for the designing, we can design as a normal layout object. This we have 3 options in the data inspector here. That is, we can choose slide control directly, which will directly modify the slide control panel, which will modify each slide control panel, and the navigation dots. And in this feature, in this slide control dots, we can modify the color of these dots and all. So that's for the design. To view this settings again that we had the pop-up, we just need to double click on any of the layer panel and this setting will appear. So how shall we add the objects in it? I have 3 images already in my layout, and I'll drag them into my slide control. I'll put one in the panel 1. I'll navigate to panel 2. I'll drag one more. I'll put it in panel 2, and I'll drag one more and I'll put it in panel 3. So now we have all the three images in three different panels. We'll see how that looks in the browse mode. So now you can see we have created our first slide control, and we can navigate between them using these dots. Now we'll see the scripting with the slide control. So what if we don't want the user to see these dots? Then if the user want to navigate between these panels, then I have already three buttons here. Drag them to my screen. I'll name one. I'll just name all the three panels as 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. Save. And now we can see we can change this panel by just clicking on this button. So how you're doing that? So in my script here, navigate to panel, I have a go to object script in which I take the script parameter as a number. So what we need to do is we just need to use the go to object script step, and we need to provide this name of the panel which we want to navigate. Also for script step, there is one more script, that is the set script animation, and if I disable this, then if I change this by the buttons, then the animation is not there. But if I change it using the dots, you can see the animation is coming. So the script animation, set script animation script step is used to enable the animation. So when I enable that step, you can see the animation is coming now. So that's for scripting with the slide controls. Now we'll see how a slide control is different from a tab control. So here we have two objects, one is the tab control and the other is the slide control, and we both have three panels in each of them. You can see so how it is different from the tab control. So they are very much similar, but some difference is that in tab control you see there is no animation, but in slide control we have the animation. And in tab control, if we want to hide this tab, then we need to use the conditional formatting, and then we can hide this tab so that the user will not be able to know is there anything behind that. But if we want to hide a slide control, then just need to disable the dots and we can hide. So in this way the slide control is a bit different from the tab control. So that's for the slide control. Thank you.